It's amazing how many people don't understand the meaning of a blinking yellow light. Hello and welcome to Throwing Your Parents Under the Bus podcast number 19. I'm Jane Ubel, here with our usual suspects, veteran crash investigator and driver safety expert Mike Pehl, and the keeper of our student enrichments and observations, Natasha Johnson. Natasha, can you give us today's winning observation?
I sure can. This response is from an assignment that we asked our students to do where they find a safe place to observe traffic. Jen from Bloomington noticed a lot of people running yellow lights. She even witnessed a few running red lights. One thing she said that was positive was that drivers understood that they need to yield at a blinking yellow light.
Mike?
Wow. Actually, there's a lot in that little bit.
Yeah.
Let's just try and make this, let's say palatable. So flashing yellow means we need to read our signs. Okay. And for any new driver or any parent that's going to teach new drivers, you know what? I understand that it could become a really annoying thing when your kids start reading signs out loud. But remember, we're trying to create habits. And the good habits that we create young in their driving career, it follows them for the rest of their life. 60, 70-year driving career. Think about that. So it's not the annoying thing that happens in the new driver thing. I always try and tell the kids, I don't want to apologize to your parents, but here's what I want you to do because it's good for you 10 years from now. It's good for you 20 years from now, and it needs to happen. So reading your signs, left turn on green must yield on yellow. Might say that. So now you got a flashing yellow light. You still have to yield to oncoming traffic. Okay. Remember this, you never have the right of way, and you usually see them at a left turn. You never have the right of way when you're taking a left turn, unless you have a green arrow. If you don't have a green arrow, whether it's a flashing yellow or just a green light, you still need to yield to oncoming traffic. All right. And where you get your flashing yellows is going to be in the left turn lane. But when you don't have a left turn lane, you don't get a flashing yellow. All right. It's still green and you can take a left, but you have to yield to oncoming. So really that flashing yellow and the green, when you're making a left, are the same thing. Okay. Now let's get to the running the red lights. She said that a lot of people going through yellow lights. Keep this in mind. A yellow light lasts for approximately 2 to 3 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003. The other people that you just went through that intersection, cross traffic now has green. And here's what I want everybody to do. Next time you're stopped at a red light, I want you to watch your cross traffic's face of the people. And when their light turns green, I want you to watch them hit the gas and shoot through the intersection because I have a green light now and they're not looking. And you're the one that's going to accelerate to get through the yellow, but you're accelerating too far back. So 1001, 1002, now at 1003, you're just entering the intersection because you wanted to race through the yellow. They got the green and now they're accelerating. And that's why we have the T-bone right there. So yellow means clear the intersection. Doesn't mean blow the intersection. It means clear it. Now where this becomes dangerous is in your 50 and 60 mile an hour, 45, 50, 60 mile an hour traffic. When that light turns yellow and you're 10 car lengths back and there's a lot of traffic around and you're going to slam your brakes on to stop because you don't want to go through the yellow. And now you just got rear-ended by 10 people behind you. So this is what I mean by we need to read the elements we're in. All right. You get that in the left lane of traffic. I want you all to know that. All right. When you're over in the right lane, You have permission to go a little bit slower. I'm sorry. And you don't have to indulge in the habits of the aggressive driver, we're going to say. Okay. But you do reach a time when you need to go through a yellow light based on who's following behind you and what the speed limit is. All right. At 30 miles an hour, you can stop a car pretty fast. At 60 miles an hour, the truck behind you cannot stop very fast. So I want you to always keep that in mind. And I don't want you to stay focused behind you when you have that yellow light, because a great defensive driver always knows what's going all the way around them before it happens. And that's the point. That's why our podcasts, I'm just going to say, I'm going to throw a plug out to these podcasts. You know what? They're free. They're absolutely free. You know what? Every parent should be involved with us and their new drivers. And then let's talk about it at the dinner table. I mean, what a great conversation. What'd you see today? Here's what I saw. Well, let's see. God, the Drive Safe, Ride Safe had a podcast about that. Let's listen to it, because guess what? It carries on forever. So sorry to get so windy on that, but you know what? Yellow lights are dangerous. So there you go.
No, that's great, Mike. And to be honest, as we all say too, intersections in general are you have to be so aware of what's happening, because there's a lot happening at those intersections.
Early in our career of driver's safety education, I always had this saying: look and you live, don't and you die. It's that simple. You can almost 99.9% of the time find the person that's going to mess your day, your week, your month, your life. You can usually find who's going to mess that up just by being a great aware driver. Get your face out of your phone, get your face off the billboards, and get your thinking of, what do I need to do if something happens around me? You know, there you go.
Yep. Well, you know what, great knowledge and information for sure, Mike. Thank you for that. And Natasha, thank you for finding such a good observation.
Great one. That's a good one. I mean, that's a lifesaver right there. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we sign off, we want to thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate it. If you're interested in watching more of our podcast, you can go to our website at drivesaferidesafe.com and then /podcast, and you can see us there. Or you can watch it on YouTube as well. We are at youtube.com/drivesaferidesafe1. And also, please share our podcast with people. We love the help and the support in our mission to create smarter, safer drivers. And until next time, remember to
drive safe,
Ride safe.
Yes, we did it.
Yay. All right. Well, until next time, take care, and thank you again for joining us. Bye-bye.